It's Legal Mindset, so go check him out. Fast forward to that. There we
has
go.
been arrested for terroristic threats.
Oh,
What looks like an escalation happening 1 week after meeting Hasan Piker in person. Of course, this is the legal mindset we teach you to be your own judge.
so did he threaten Hasan, or who did he threaten?
Attorney coming at you today from Laos on a little bit of a trip here, but I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. This is just my thank you to you guys to make sure I keep recording and getting out good content on a regular basis. Of course, this is a Fast Facts, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. So if you like the Fast Facts, like the video and leave a comment below.
Yes,
so let's get into this today.
Legal Mindset,
and of course, I have a PowerPoint for you guys to present
go.
this quick issue, which just dropped today. So as of today, we have news that we have a Hasan superfan that has actually been arrested in Illinois. So here you go. You have Mr. Jarrett Mackey. Now, this is Jarrett in Detroit.
Bro looks like a nerd.
Michigan on September 2nd. So literally 1 week ago. 1 week ago, Jarrett Mackey was with Hasan in person as a representative.
How does it escalate from just having a chit chat to terroristic threats?
Of the Detroit Football Club, inviting him to come out there as a representative of the fans of the Detroit Football Club, inviting him to come out there and, get on the pitch and meet everybody. And even saying Hasan's chat was very complimentary of my mullet. So Hasan's chat was all about Jarrett Mackey 1 week ago. Well, 1 week later, Michigan man charged with making terroristic threats in Illinois. You cannot make this up. This is his actual mugshot.
Big surprise
here.
And Hasan doesn't have a very good taste in friends.
Here in East Alton, a Michigan man, that's Jarrett Mackey, has been charged with making terroristic threats in Illinois. Jarrett Mackey, 25, from Detroit, is accused of making bomb and active shooter threats to businesses in East Alton, Illinois.
Holy crap. That's some pretty hefty shit right there. Good Lord.
Mackey was charged along with Illinois man Austin Blair. And once again, this is a situation where I would love for everybody to come out and condemn this and say this is absolutely wrong. But I feel and I'm very, very concerned that the response, particularly from Hasan, is going to say, well, maybe his mind was right, but his actions were wrong, right? Or something along those lines. No. This needs a very, very strong condemnal because bomb and active shooter threats are never okay. And we're seeing a marked increase in these incidences and in these things happening around the United States. And I covered this the other day, but cosplay influencer Kit Noel was arrested for threatening to blow up a rival.
Threatening to blow up a rival at Texas Anime Convention over energy drink
Anime Convention over energy drink disputes. And if we look back at this case, talking about businesses, I guarantee you this is over political ideology with businesses. And
you know why? Because these people that are these fucking weirdos and these freaks, they're getting put in their place. They don't like it, so now that they don't have a place to spread their emotions, the world's not a safe place. They're just throwing their emotions up on whoever just so happens to be in the general area.
Fact of the matter is, we are getting to a point where certain people believe it is okay, it is permissible culturally to threaten businesses in terms of physical threats, bomb threats.
You know why? Because you had people online and social media calling everybody Nazis for 4 years over the stupidest, simplest little things. And instead of correcting it when it was online, it's escalated to the point to where now it's in the PvP server.
Shooter threats, etc., to those businesses because they disagree with their political ideology. In the case of Kit Noel, it was gamer subs. I'm sure we will find out what the facts are here. And I am, I cannot say with 100% certainty, but I am very, very, very strongly inclined to believe it is over something about political ideology. And when you see your idols, when you see people that you look up to, people that you are, aspiring to, like Hasan here, waving around things, whether or not this is a gun, it can be an airsoft gun, it can be whatever else. When you see them with a certain amount of bravado, a certain amount of let's say, oomph behind it, and just doing these things casually, you begin to believe, looking at your idol,
Well, that's the reason why, is because that's one of the reasons why you don't see. Whenever I know a lot of people probably don't remember this. Hannah Montana. A lot of young girls, some of my cousins looked up to Hannah Montana quite a bit. So whenever Hannah Montana got older and she turned out to be a fucking, it ruined her image as a child star, which she was an adult. It's long past time for her to grow up. Like, it's happened. It's going to happen. But whenever you don't regulate your platforms, like Twitch, this tends to spill over into everyday life, especially whenever some of these kids grow up and become adults. Also, another reason why this is the likelihood that online ID is going to be a thing here soon. It's just going to happen, boys. I don't want it to happen. I don't. But at this point, we got to think of, like, what's best for society. And to be quite frank, if you want to sit here and make terroristic threats online and the law wants to go ahead and nab you up and put you in jail for it, just desserts is always so good.
You admire, right? That tens of thousands of people admire, thinking this is normal behavior, this is okay, and this is stuff that you can do. It is indeed not things you can do. And simply because Hasan has managed one way or another to not get into trouble yet.
Big surprise, even Legal Mindset sees it.
Mean that if you do the same thing to your local, company, let's say you don't like a company because they're Christians, right? And you were to do this.
I actually have a question for Legal Mindset. I doubt I'm going to get an answer. I doubt he's ever going to get to this part at the video and answer this question. Could Tectone and Asmongold sue Twitch for discrimination, in a sense, because they got in trouble for some of the things that they said, but Hasan has not?
Them. That is not okay. You were to say you wave around a gun or make an active bomb threat, or they're using gamer subs, so you decide to threaten them. That's not okay. That's not a thing that's permissible. That's not a thing that is allowable, and it's certainly something that in most jurisdictions is going to get you arrested. So
a terroristic charge is not a light charge either. That's pretty hefty.
Aware of this going down. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below.
I think that it's about time for some of these people to start facing consequences for what they're doing, because it's not okay. If you commit a crime, you go to jail. That's all there is to it. It doesn't matter what the crime is. If you commit a crime, you need to go to jail. I don't think the consequences for committing crimes are harsh enough. I think they need to be harsher. I do. The punishment for doing a crime is supposed to be a deterrence. Obviously, it's not inconvenient enough because people are still doing it. That's my honest opinion.